Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from Forerata Live, looking again at one of the Mass Mutation decks that's been pre-released by FFG, Print and Play. There'll be a link on the description to where you can download this deck for yourself. But this one's called Rapidly Ever-Changing Sadao. So let's have a quick look at this deck. So like I say, this is one of the first Mass Mutation decks we've actually had a chance to look at. Rapidly Ever-Changing Sadao. It's a Sanctum Untamed Saurian lineup, so some interesting cards, some that were revealed on the stream from FFG, a few others, new cards in here. I've got the stats up there, so just to give you an idea of what this is looking like overall. 18 creatures, pretty average, 14 actions, maybe a touch higher than in some of the previous sets. 4 artifacts, again, maybe a touch higher than the average throughout the previous sets, no upgrades. And then I've just had a look at the pips, so including pips printed on the cards and the enhances. This deck's got 13 amber pips, 8 capture pips, 1 draw pip, 3 damage pips, so actually quite a bit more than some of the other decks that we've seen in this reveal, certainly looking at the Cyclonium Chamber Agent deck that only had about 10 amber pips. So interesting to see how these pips will balance out. Anyway, let's get into the deck. Let's have a quick look at the cards. So first up, let's look at Sanctum. So here you've got Commandeer play. It's an action play for the remainder of the turn. After you play another card, a friendly creature captures 1. Comes with an amber pip. Yeah, pretty handy action. Nice card, quite like the artwork on this one. Next up, another action, Fangs of Gizelheart. So Gizelheart is the new leader in Sanctum, that's also in this deck. This comes with an amber pip, and then it's got an enhancement on it for a capture play. Purge the most powerful creatures. So again, that's a nice bit of immediate removal, not just removal though, actually purging, so quite like that. Next up, Font of the Eye artifact. Seen this one before. Nice to see this back in the deck. Now, General Salvador, 4 power, 2 armor, human knight creature. This one comes with enhanced 2 captures, so it's already put those capture icons elsewhere in the deck. Quite good. I mean, a lot of these decks now, we're seeing the full decks look like you've got creatures that benefit from other creatures' enhancements, so putting 2 captures into the deck will actually synergize with some of the later cards we're going to look at, so useful to have this in here. Fairly powerful creature. Gizelheart's Zealot, so again playing off the leader theme. Gizelheart's Zealot enters play ready and enraged, so you're going to have to use him to fight, but comes in 4 power, no armor, useful for taking out smaller creatures, I guess, or having a bit of an attack. Fight's not been a great mechanic previously for winning games, so it'll be interesting to see if Mass Mutation shakes that up a bit. And another one, so 3 of those in the deck. Gorm of Om, again we've seen this before. Destroy Gorm of Om, destroy an artifact. Nice bit of artifact control. Right, now Scrivener Fabian, so this is one of the mutants, 3 power. Enhance 2 captures into the deck. When you resolve a capture bonus icon, you may choose to steal 1 instead. So this is what I mean, this is one of the synergies we're getting with the mutants. So you've got General Salvador, you've got extra captures in the deck. Once this is in play, instead of a capture you can choose to steal, so for me that's pretty powerful, getting it into your pool rather than just having it on a card. So I think this is going to be a really good card to see in Sanctum decks. And there's a second one in here. Spirit's Way, brilliant. Destroy each creature with power 3 or higher. Very nice against some of those big boards that we've seen out there. Mad Prophet Gizelheart, so this is the leader, this is the new Sanctum leader. While Mad Prophet Gizelheart is in the centre of your battle line, it gains action. Fully heal each non-mutant creature, gain 1 for each creature healed this way. So, I mean, gaining 1 for each non-mutant creature healed, that could be quite powerful if you've got a lot of non-mutant creatures out and damaged. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the leader mechanics generally, and this one in particular, because you've got to get Gizzle Heart down, it's got to survive a turn, it's got to still be in the centre of your battle line, and then you're using it and using an action to gain that amber. So although you could gain quite a bit of amber this way, it takes quite a bit of playing around to get it to work. 4 power 3 armor, so hard for your opponent to take it out, but you're going to have to control your board to make sure that this is in the middle of your battle line when you want to trigger it. So moving on to Saurians, one of my favourite houses. Love the dinos, love the Romano Greco theme. This card, Axiom of Grist, seen that plenty of times, but very handy to have in the deck. Now, new creature, Consul Primus 3 power, it puts an enhance of a capture icon, and it's got a reap ability, move one from a creature to another creature, and this will again be one of those cards that synergizes with other cards in the deck, as we'll see. Moving amber around, yeah, that can be helpful if you're setting up a kill on an enemy and you want to put extra amber on it. Helpful to spread your amber around or move it to someone that can protect the amber, so it's a handy ability. It's not the best in the world, but it's pretty good. There's a second one in the deck. Galia Tops, 12 power creature. So this is another Saurian big boy. Galia Tops only deals 4 damage when fighting, so it's a bit like a different version of Pterodactyl or something like that, but I guess doesn't come in stunned, so you can get it in and pretty much straight into play. Limited damage, but it's going to survive on the board for a while. And there's plenty of abilities that play off having the strongest creature, so that could be useful as well. Quite like the artwork. Hedonistic Intent. This is an action with an amber pip. Play exalt each flank creature, so that's going to exalt your opponent and you. Yeah, could be good. Could be powerful. Either setting something up. I think the fact you get an amber gives you a bit of an advantage, but potentially it's putting 1 amber in your pool, 2 on your flank creatures, and 2 on your enemies. So putting quite a bit of amber into play. Second one in the deck. Humble. Now I like this. Love the artwork, but it's got an amber pip. It's an action. Play, exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 amber from that creature to the common supply. So I think, playing that on your enemy to exhaust a creature, to take amber off it that it might be able to use on a Shrix or something, that's pretty handy. Moving amber off a creature you've got which you think could be destroyed next turn or you can't protect, that's all pretty good. Here it's got an enhanced capture icon as well. But yeah, amber pip and putting 3 amber out of play, that to me is a pretty good action. Pterodactyl, we talked about that, great creature. Nice abilities, nice artwork. Good of the many, again seen that before. Here it's got an enhancement. Destroy each creature that does not share a trait with another creature in its controller's battle line. That's going to be interesting now we've got the kind of mutants in there, quite a few mutants, so that might limit this. You might have quite a few mutants next to each other. Lycosaurus, one of these combo mutant creatures with the 2-part names. I've got to be honest, I like this one. 5 power, so fairly beefy. It's got skirmish, so you can do 5 damage without taking anything in return. Play, you may exalt Lycosaurus. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Now that is particularly helpful. So you've got a kind of, just exalting gives you some spot damage. 3 will kill off pretty much most of those major threat creatures, plus you've got a creature then on the board with skirmish, so I really like that one. Monument to Primus. This is an artifact. This is the one that synergizes with Consul Primus. So action, move 1 amber from a friendly creature to another friendly creature. Okay, so on your side. If Consul Primus is in your discard pile, move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. So if Consul Primus is in your discard pile, it means this opens up and you can move amber around on enemy creatures as well, rather than just friendly, so that's the extra you get for having Consul Primus. It's special rarity, so I'm assuming if you get this in your deck you will get at least 1 Consul Primus. Sacrosaurus, another mutant creature, 6 power 2 armor, nice, that must be some of the Sanctum stuff in there giving it armor, and again the same play effect where you can exalt and deal 3 damage, so again I like that. 2 really nice mutant dinosaur creatures. Okay, and finally Untamed. So we've seen some of these cards on the reveal stream. Flume first, it's a beast and a cat. Cat's a new trait. It's got skirmish, fight, give a beast creature 2/+1 power counters. So with some flumps in play, you can kind of strengthen and upgrade them, and the skirmish should be good for fighting. There's a second one in the deck. Gloriana's Attendant. So this is another mutant, enhanced to Amber. So it's added a couple of Amber pips into the deck, which is good. So it's a bit like a Dust Pixie, but not. They're spread around. You know, but it's extra Amber in the deck. So nice to see that. 1 power. It's not going to last long. Keyforge. So this is another cool card that was revealed on the stream. It's a key cheat creature. When it's destroyed, you can forge a key at current cost. So you can already start to think of some of the cool plays that will come from that. So either setting yourself up to be able to destroy it straight away, have it on the board. It's going to be a target for your opponent as well. Reclaimed by Nature. An action, play, purge an artifact, resolve its bonus icons as if you had played it. So I like this. I mean, I do like artifact control. There's some really strong artifacts, particularly in Worlds Collide, so having artifact control in the deck is almost essential. This one purges them, so that's pretty tasty too, and if they've got any bonus icons on it, you pick those up at the same time, so I'd be keen to see this in my decks. Second one in this deck. Resurgence. I like this card, a bit different for Untamed. It's got a draw icon, enhancement, somewhere in the deck. Play, return a creature from your discard pile to your hand, so very helpful. If that creature is a mutant, return another creature from your discard pile to your hand, so you can pick 2 cards up into your hand, and it's put a draw card icon into your deck, so that is a nice new action to see. Savage Clash action. This is a board clear, but play, destroy each creature except the most powerful enemy creature and the least powerful friendly creature. So you're going to leave yourself with your weakest creature and their strongest. I guess that's the Untamed theme here, but it is a board clear. So, you know, playing that after you've reaped and used all your creatures, getting rid of their creatures, then maybe being able to play some more of your own creatures that after you've played this, that could work. I can see how this can combo up pretty well. Mushroom with a View artifact comes with an Amber pip. Here it's actually got a capture and a draw icon as well, enhanced. Omni, heal 1 damage from each friendly creature. Can't say I'm too fussed about the ability. I mean, it's Omni, so you can use it every turn. Healing 1 damage could be helpful, but it's not a huge effect. Healing's never been that influential in the game. But having 3 icons on this card is pretty helpful, as you'll see, because there's this card, Wild Bounty. Now this is really nice. It's an action. It's put 2 Amber pip enhancements into your deck. Play, next time you play a card this turn, resolve each of its bonus icons an additional time. So you can see if you played Wild Bounty, then put down Mushroom with a View, you're picking up 2 Amber, you're capturing 2, and you're drawing 2. So I really like this card. I think there'll be some decks where you've randomly got a lot of enhancements on individual cards, and if you can get this to play and combo off in sequence, you are going to earn a lot of Amber, do a lot of damage, draw a lot of cards, so I like that one. Okay, next up, Mercy, Malkin Queen. She's a witch, kind of the cat lady, I guess is how they called her on the stream when they revealed her skirmish. After a friendly cat creature enters play, ward it, so you can put those flumps down and ward them immediately. Fight, ready a friendly beast creature. So a couple of good abilities that synergize with flump in particular, but also any other beasts. 3 powers, so easy enough for your opponent to take out if they want to. Not the strongest witch ever, relies on the other things in the deck, but I like it, and again, nice artwork with the kind of cats with bat wings and the like, so pretty cool. And the last card, Word of Returning. It's an action. It's got an Amber pip. Play, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each Amber on it. Move each Amber from those creatures to your pool. So this is a really nasty, nasty card. That's going to do a lot of damage against those big battle lines. Expecting to see Sanctum capturing a lot of Amber coming up. So I think this is going to be super effective moving forwards. Like that a lot. So overall then, what do I think about this deck? I probably like it more than the other one. I think Untamed is really strong. Saurian's got some really good creatures. Lots of Amber pips, lots of capture pips on the deck. nothing to really help race you through the deck, so it's going to play out pretty average. I think, like I said on the last stream, I'm imagining that the decks they've given us are pretty much, they're kind of in the middle of the bell curve in terms of stats, nothing too extreme in terms of an outlier. I think we're seeing some good spread of cards, but probably not the nastiest combinations or the best plays you can get. But I think it's giving you a good feel for what this set's going to be like. Now we're starting to get a feel for what the kind of middle of the bell curve average deck's going to look like, and you can start to see how some of these combos could really take off if you get the right mix of cards, and if you're lucky with where some of those enhancement pips lie. So that's the review of the deck. Hope you've enjoyed it. The link will be in the description to where you can download these decks yourselves. I've really enjoyed looking at them. Good to see a full deck set up rather than just individual cards. I'm looking forward to Mass Mutation. I think it's going to be great. So thanks for watching.